What's going on, everybody? Appreciate y'all tuning into the channel today here at 323 Fabrication. You see my skid marks here? See where the Buick's parked? Almost got a tree. My whole driveway is downhill. From up there at the road, I made that curve at, I don't know, I barely rolled into the driveway and the brakes were real spongy, and I was like, man, it feels like I almost don't have any brakes. Well, guess what? I didn't, so I shut the car off, and it continues downhill, and it's downhill till you end up in the woods or in the pond, and I knew I wasn't gonna be able to stop the car, and I got to thinking about it. I was like, I'll just jam it right. So I shot it up in this hole. I don't think the car's hurt, hopefully not. I don't know why we don't have brakes, but I guess I scooped this boulder up somewhere. You can see some skid marks on that. But that was very exciting, not very enjoyable. Put that rock down. So I'm gonna attempt to put it in neutral and roll back into the driveway where I can, I guess, hook the buggy to the back of it maybe and creep it down there. Not 100% how I'm gonna do this. My wife is at work and will be until pretty late, and it looks like it's gonna storm, so I'd love to put this car inside. It's been fun. I actually drove it to a buddy of mine's yesterday, and it tried to run a little warm. It didn't boil over, but it was a little warmer than I'd like. So when I went to the shop to weld some stuff today, I grabbed a 6-blade aftermarket radiator fan, threw that on there. It hasn't seemed to make a difference because it still run warm this time. It didn't boil over, but it was definitely warmer than I would like. So I feel like the fact that it won't hold pressure because of the cracks in the radiator is probably a big issue. So I ordered a radiator. I've got a good Chinesium aluminum $250 eBay radiator on the way. But since it's parked so lovely, let's show y'all what I did. Oh, look. Oh, man. Dang. Skin up the paint. I painted that air cleaner gold. I don't remember if I showed you that, but there's that ugly 6-blade fan. Like I said, it says it's hot, but it's not boiling, so that's good. But when the radiator gets here, we'll swap that. I also had to change the trans cooler lines because they expanded and were leaking. It's now got some fuel injection pressure line on it that's, you know, oil and gas resistant, which what was on there was oil and gas resistant, but I guess it was too thin and the heat expanded it, so it was leaking again. And now we have a problem with the brakes, but that's okay. We'll get a new radiator in and it'll run cool. It just won't stop, so I'll get a boat anchor and throw it out the window. But I've been messing with the car a little bit. All the lights work except one reverse light, and that was a bulb, so I gotta get a bulb from the shop tomorrow. Even the turn signals work, which is fantastic. Brake lights, running lights, everything. So it's starting to rain. I'm gonna attempt to get this out of here, but I gotta crawl through this side because the other side is hard to get in. And this is cushions and cushion covers for a sleeper sofa. Told y'all we were trying to get into rentals, and so we bought a thing, and I washed everything and didn't have anywhere to put it, so I stuck it in the car. Man, this was not the most fun I have ever had. Probably gonna need both hands. So, I don't know. Cars are rolling. No brakes. That is a scary feeling. Look at that. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Almost needed both hands. Go ahead and throw it in park before I get moving too quick and tear something up. Look at that. Tore that rock up. Oh man. Scratched the paint. Look at that. Dang, I should have got a picture of it when it was stuck in the trees. Alright, I'm going to hook to the back of it with the buggy. Look at that. That could have been bad. I knew that was there, though. And I was like, do I do that there? Do I try to run off down there? And I knew down there I would never get stopped, guys. Because this is, it probably can't tell in the video, but this is all downhill, every bit of it. There's a couple of whoop-de-doos. If I'd have whoop-de-dooed to the left, it's a little uphill, but it wouldn't have slowed the car down, and I would have had to attempt to not crash into the garage, and then I would have gone down even more hills. If I went right, there's a sand trap, but my Dodge, and there's a trailer parked there, so that was the best move. Although with it feeling spongy, I should have just stopped at the top of the driveway and figured something else out. But I didn't, so here we are. This thing's pretty cool, though. This is Hannah's. It goes that way and then it drops, or it climbs a hill, so it dropped pretty good. We were moving, I don't know how fast we were going, probably 10, 15, way faster than what's ideal. Alright, I'm gonna go get a strap, figure out how to hook to this car. So I don't know if y'all could hear that. I'm gonna go get a strap, I'm gonna hook to the car, and then probably have to just creep it down the driveway a little at a time. I guess I could hook the winch to it. I don't know if there's anywhere to hook it. But that was the only light that didn't work on the car. It was the reverse light on this side. So I got the cover off, I got the bulb with me so I can get another one. I gotta get bolts to put my tag on. I got a 55 tag, and then I do have to rewire the tag lights. The rats chewed them up, but there's my tag, it survived. So that's cool. Man, that was terrible. Like, there's literally no brakes. The brake pedal does zilch. But the car survived. It's none the worse for wear, assuming we didn't, destroy something underneath it. But I'll go get a strap and stuff. But there's the man. Wow. That would not have been fun. I'm gonna go get a strap. Maybe on the way back up I'll film a little and y'all be able to tell how much uphill it is. But I got Pit and Pat. Just glad I made it back near the house and didn't crash into something out driving, because I took it for a ride. I went, of course, like anywhere else in the southeast, maybe the whole country, I'm not sure, but I know in the southeast about every 5 miles there's a Dollar General. So I drove to our Dollar General and turned around and came home, just trying to test drive it with the new fan. But not fun. That's where the Chevy 2's parked. It's where I parked the Buick. So this is, see, there's the Dodge and everything else I would have crashed into. And then that continues downhill that way. Goes around the tractor barn and down to the pond. But if y'all can tell, just from here to the gate where that little sign is, which is where I ran off up the hill, that's probably 6 foot elevation between here and there that it climbs. So I got some stuff. I'm gonna attempt to get the Buick down here because it's starting to rain and looks like it might rain, so it'd be ideal to put it in the garage. But once I get it down here, I'm not sure how I'm gonna get it in the garage versus it sitting in the driveway. So we'll see. But that was wild. Alright, I got a shackle through a hole in the frame down there, a couple of straps, just hooked it to the winch. I'm gonna put the car in neutral, put the parking brake up on this, make sure it's up good. I think it is, yeah. Alright, put the car in neutral, let it roll till the strap's tight. Yeah, get all my rust out of here. Oh, I got a seat cover for the thing. It's not exactly the right color. All right. We're rolling. Okay. I'm gonna have to steer it and use this as the brakes and get out and steer the car occasionally. I really need to go find my GoPro. Actually, I need to roll these windows up. Then I need to go find my GoPro. See how this goes. Plan now, I'm gonna put it in park, pull up, unhook, and then hope that I can make that turn and get it lined up with the garage. That's what I'm shooting for. I'm hoping there's enough momentum here to at least get the front tires in the garage. It's a little bumpy right here, But I've shut it off and coasted before down the driveway, so I know I can make this turn. Even though it's got power steering, it really doesn't need it. It turns super easy. So I don't know if it was, I don't know, anyway. It works good, and there's plenty of room here to make the turn, but what I want to try to do is make the turn, and I have to get way over here so that I can get lined up with the door. But if I can get the front tires in, I think I can figure out how to make it work. That's what I'm hoping anyway. So I'm gonna set y'all on the time lapse right here. Figured it wasn't no point in me recording the whole thing slow motion or regular speed. There, it's cool, huh? I'm hoping you'll be able to see it all right there. Alright, I don't know if y'all are as nerdy as I am, but we broke this evidently by driving over it. But this is a little knife. It's Indian, Native American, super cool. All right, I'm gonna nerd out for a second. We'll get back to Buick content in just a minute. All right, guys, when we bought this place, I've moved a lot of dirt, doing stuff, working in the yard. Golly, I hate I missed that. Sorry. But check this out. Found that one. It's just got a corner missing off of it, it looks like. Then I found this one. It's a piece of one. Found this one. Super cool. You can see where it was in the dirt and where it wasn't. And then I found this one. This one's super sharp. That's cool. Add it to the collection. And, you know, other just random junk. Well, I didn't find those. I welded those together. This is cool. Doc Sanders, Best Intern, class of 62. I found that in the yard. Found a old $50, some pennies. This is neat. So this is part of a Pepsi Cola bottle. Luverne, Alabama is where it was bottled. Look how thick that joker is. Just a cool piece of blue glass. Funky rocks and a 410 shell. But just cool stuff. All right, back to Buick content. Oh, look at my cool magnet. Well, I guess I should have unhooked probably 15 foot farther than I did. But what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna pull the Chevy 2 out, and then I'm gonna pull the buggy in front and hook to it. Try and get it in there. And then hopefully I can squeeze the buggy out this side. Buick runs. I could drive it in there. I think that's what I'll do. Floor jack. That should work. floor jack stopped us, thankfully. Floor jack worked. Glad I put it there, because otherwise I would have hit this beautiful dining room table Hannah built. Doesn't fit in our house, that's why it's out here. We have friends and family over and cookout out here, and it's actually going to go in our first rental. That way somebody can enjoy it and appreciate it. Oh man, that was sketchy. Well, that worked out. I didn't even have to pull the Chevy 2 out. Figure out why I don't have any brakes though. Go get the buggy and put it up. If you're watching this because you like crusty old Buick content, figured I'd introduce the Chevy 2. This is a 64 Chevy 2 set up like a gasser. It's on a Holley Terminator X, and it's got a 5.3 liter LS with a T56 manual. Full set of auto meters. It's got a 9-inch with a 456 gear, and it is a lot of fun to drive. Got a Speedway front end. Runs pretty good. I haven't ran it on a good tire, but on a street tire it runs a 7.7 at 93, which really isn't bad considering it's a suburban short block, so it's kind of low compression. Just a big old tick polluter V2, but it makes good power. It makes probably, it's been on the dyno, made 370 wheel on a hot day in June on the third pull, so I figure on a cool evening probably make about 400 wheel, give or take. But it's a lot of fun. I am glad this is in here. Glad I had enough sense to drive it in the garage and not try to pull it in there. But I'm gonna go get the buggy, go check on our fruit trees, and call it an evening. I think I've had enough excitement for one day. But if you're new, welcome to the channel. Let's go ahead and do an outro, because y'all don't care about fruit trees, do you? But that was interesting. See, that's why you should always have a camera with you. See, I decided that after I worked on it, I was just gonna go tool it around the neighborhood real quick just to see if the fan did any better, and it really didn't. But that would have been a lot of fun, right? Y'all see me frantically trying to figure out how to stop the car. None the worse for wear, though. I appreciate y'all watching the video. And if you would, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel if you enjoy this kind of stuff. This is what we do. We play with old hot rods. There's a lot of other stuff on the channel. That Buick's just, we drug it out of a yard and got it running and driving. It's got the original nail head in it. A lot of fun. But anyway, y'all have a great evening. God bless you.